Hello, I'm Mark,
I'm Casey.
And I'm Patrick.
and today we're going to talk about the Music City Loop. But first, Casey's going to roll that promo.
That's right. Have you heard of Bebop and Rocksteady? This was their preferred mode of transport.
You're watching the Tesla Life Express.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today. Want to talk a little bit about this new article that just hit the press, and this is about the Boring Company starting to get ready to put what is it called? A TBM, tunnel boring machine, into the ground in Nashville to start the Music City Loop. And what I found interesting in the article, that we'll put the link down below if you'd like to see the article. But what I found interesting was about the discussion that this is going to be some new territory for the Boring Company because as we saw last week with them doing some controlled dynamiting of the start off point for the tunneling machine, is that this is a different type of rock. We've got limestone and bedrock that is going to be the main components that the TBM will be going through in Nashville, and it's a whole new ball game when it comes to how the vehicle is going to be used, how quick it'll be. All these things are something that certainly the Boring Company understands. There are solutions to all of this, but it's just that they haven't had the experience of actually running a machine, day after day after day in these different soil conditions. So it will be interesting to see how the Music City Loop is going to be handling the hard rock that is below Nashville. I thought Nashville was a country city, but apparently it's a hard rock city.
So, right, yeah, they're branching out into new forms here.
So what's interesting is they've indicated that yes, this is going to be done, and it's certainly going to be new territory for them, but they don't anticipate delays. What they're saying is that the new proof rock version that's going into the ground is being assembled to handle this. It's going to generate up to 4 million pounds of grip force and up to 1.5 million pounds of maximum thrust load. So it's also featuring different types of dust removal from the rock to keep the operation clean and efficient during the excavation, which was not present on the previous holes because those were basically dug with soil and sand in the way.
I could see hard rock making a lot more dust than soft soil would.
Exactly. So as Casey shows here, the exterior of the proof rock machine will push against the sides of the already completed tunnel. They will compress on the side. They will put that 4 million pounds of thrust to make sure that the vehicle is solid in the tunnel and will not move. And then it will use the other 1.5 million pounds of thrust to push the cutting head into the bedrock ahead. So they're pressing it right up against so that the diamond bits can dig into the solid rock, crush it up, and then of course the normal ability to attach cement slabs behind it and encase the tunnel in a circle of cement will continue as it's had in all the other boring jobs. It doesn't matter what type of dirt, soil, or in this case bedrock it's going through. The cement slabs are used in all cases as the final finish of the tunnel to encase it.
Yeah, so this is going to be probably even more autonomous than the current ones with the lights out operation, where there's nobody on board. They're just doing their thing, extracting the what was there in front of it, and then sliding it out the back on the rail cars in the conveyor.
I've
Yeah, you
always
would not want to be down there. Having to staff that thing would be horrible. It'd be loud. It'd be dusty. It'd be
Yeah.
And there's the draw of the filter for taking that smoke and dust from the drilling operation, put it through 15 different filters, and then allow it to exit the other side in more of a fresh air condition than what it started with. So that's a serious amount of filters. And obviously, if you're familiar with your furnace filter and how much air you pump through it, and how often you change your filter, typically quarterly, I'd be real interested to see how often they have to change the filters in this machine when it's actually taking in small bits of of dust and particles that are being blown around at the front of the machine. Be interesting to see how many, how long the filters would take to clog up that they have to change them.
yeah. What I want to know is where are they getting their filters? Because I want to buy stock in 3M or Honeywell or whoever it is.
I also wonder if they're doing any of that cyclonic filtering like you have on your woodworking or metal lathe type small shop. Keep your shop full of not full of dust. I wonder if
Right, have a canister or something where all the heavier stuff can fall in, so you don't have to clog the filter with it, and yeah, that way you're just using gravity to pre-sort that stuff out.
Yeah. Then I also wonder if the if they, how many layers did they say? What, 13, 15?
Of filters, I think you said 15, Mark.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's going to robotically change out just the parts of the filter at first until it's got a whole filter pack, or if it's just going to do the packs and then throw them away because it's easier.
Well, yeah, if you stage it properly, with the all the filters should go bad at the same time, right? Because they go to smaller and smaller sizes,
right,
as they go. So,
or if you make them all the same size, then the one at the back should be 15 times less changed than the one in front.
True.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Typically, the ones that are taking the heavy duty particles and stuff, they probably would be the ones that would clog up first. I would guess. Then the other filters are protected by the. You're right. Maybe the 15th filter really doesn't get changed at all, and the others.
Yeah. So if they size them to all go together, then yeah, you can just toss the whole pack into trash or recycling. And if they're all the same size, then I would certainly hope that they have staged them nicely.
I'm sure they have some good filter engineers who've worked through all this.
Oh yes.
Yep.
No, I was under the impression, and I'm wrong, but I thought limestone was kind of loose. But limestone is generally a stable bedrock type material with strength that is favorable for tunneling.
I didn't realize how strong it was. I knew it was easy to.
I thought limestone was similar to shale, that it was like flaky, but that's not the case. Limestone does have compartments in it that can hold and retain water, so cavities can develop in limestone where you've got like some holes in it, but apparently it's not anything that would worry them about stability of the tunnel. So limestone is fairly solid. I guess maybe I was thinking of shale as opposed to limestone, but that is the majority of what they're going to be running into, according to the engineer of the project. That limestone is what is really under the vast majority of Nashville. There's also a large riverbed there in Nashville, so they're dealing with water that is close, but not necessarily that they're going to have an issue with water. It's just that there may be pumping requirements that happen based on what they discover with artesian type wells that are also in the earth and runoff from the actual river is a possibility as they get close to downtown, because downtown is almost right on the river.
Yeah, that's also probably one thing that's coloring our thoughts on it is you think of stalactites and stalagmites when you hear limestone, but
Right.
then you realize how long it takes them to form. That probably is comparatively stable, even though it is definitely being water soluble. If it takes a couple hundred years to make one of those, then the tunnel will probably be long out of commission before that's an issue.
And of course, stability is also added when they put in those concrete sleeves. So yeah, they're digging through the regular rock, but as the tunnel machine goes through, it's attaching those concrete sleeves as it's leaving. So it's just building the tunnel. After it's drilled, the sleeves are put in place, and that locks it in with the gasket membranes that go between the concrete pieces. So it's even watertight at that point. It's actually left in a point that you can start building inside at any point.
And it's got drainage too, and ventilation, and like you said, already watertight from the seals.
Exactly.
If it weren't, we couldn't go underwater.
And this is an exciting stage for the boring company, not only because this is new territory, but of course in a different part of the country. And you're going to be able to, again, use these things as showcases for future projects. Being able to demonstrate it to others is a big plus, with having, certainly a location that's in the middle of the country, and of course a couple on the West Coast now. But this is a plus for them, that they'll be able to, once this project is successfully in place, they'll be able to use this as a showcase for other cities that are looking for some sort of solution, and can get to Nashville because Nashville is really centrally located inside the continent. So it would be a plus for even people from Canada to visit to see what's going on and assess how it would work for their particular needs.
And this would be the first non-Vegas, non-Tesla site that's actually come to groundbreaking that we've seen. So that's also a plus at first, because there were talks of a lot more of them, and then either politics changed or just folks that didn't have the sort of patience that the rest of the Musk customers sometimes need to be early adopters. And so once this is out, you have something to point to and say, see, it works. And then you have people say, oh, you should just put a train in. And then I explain that you don't. Yes, if you're going serially, the train does make sense. But since you don't want to have to wait on everybody to load their bags, and then you don't want to stop at 6th Street and 12th Street when you're going to 25th Street, starting on 2nd Street, you just go straight to where you're going, instead of having to stop, and then wait for the train to load up, and then, oh wait, I missed it because I was answering this guy, Panhandling, and or the turnstile didn't open, and now I gotta wait for the next one.
It'll be interesting to see how this is going to be used, because the starting point for the Music City Loop is going to be the airport, and the ultimate destination will be downtown. They will have multiple stops as time goes along, but initially it's going to be just basically point A to point B to begin, and they will be adding based on demand for different locations or abilities. What I'm interested to hear is will there be will the airport be a underground station, or if it will be above ground, like Las Vegas now is building an above ground airport connection. I'm not sure it's because of, is that because of cost? Is that because of what availability to land there is? I'm not really sure, but it'll be interesting to see what Nashville decides that they want theirs to look like, if it will be an underground connection or above ground.
If they have the real estate and if it's cheaper, it would make sense to put it on level ground. But I don't know, maybe if it's cheaper to not lift it up, then you can put it right here in one of these caverns. But it's kind of interesting to see how they'll do it. Right here, this one is on a boring tweet where it's a 1 hour time lapse at 60x speed of Central Station during the SEMA show. So it's a car show, and just at 1 hour they did, was it 23, or not in 1 hour they did 23, but in what they're showing us they did 23,000, I believe it was. I have to go back to the tweet again because I already got distracted. But this folks say, yeah, a train would move more, but not everybody's going from the middle station to end station 3 to end station 1. And that's part of the beauty of this. And see folks come in as they take their time, they load up. So imagine you're at the airport.
Uh-oh, we lost Casey. I think. So we got to get.
That was weird. So imagine you're at the airport and you've got all these folks that are loading up their bags and stuff and slowing you down, and you've got a packet of business cards, so you're doing a presentation and then dipping out. It only makes sense that if you're coming from the airport to the end of the line, you wouldn't want to stop everywhere in between, especially if the plane was late. And I say, it's just being done with private money. Give it a chance, see what's happening, and then, worst case is they put a small train in it. It's not that hard to do if it really turns out the train is so much better. But get the data, see what's happening. Don't just dismiss it out of hand.
Yeah, so I've got 2 points here. If you have any business in downtown that caters to tourists, you are going to want to have a stop, if not actually on your property, at least near it, so that people can come in from the airport and go to your destination. And whether it's a hotel or a museum or whatever it is, you're going to want to have people that are staying in hotels locally be able to get to your destination. So you're going to want to stop. And then the second one is we were just debating about whether they'll have an above ground or below ground entrance. Musk recently tweeted something about all my businesses are converging. And there's a lot of speculation about what he meant by that. But one small one, which is probably not what he was thinking, but one small one that I think is interesting is if you get the cybercab, robotaxi stuff working together with these boring tunnels. Yeah. You can pull out your app, request a ride. You don't have to go to any particular station. You can be wherever. And if the fastest way to get from A to B includes going through a boring company tunnel, those cars will be able to do that. Yeah. And other rideshare Waymos or whatever will not be able to. They won't be authorized for that. They won't be part of that. They won't be programmed for that, like Tesla's vehicles will. So that'll be a cool feature. And then you could just, go to wherever the rideshare area is, get in a cybercab, and it can zip you through those tunnels and take you. Then when it comes out the other end, it doesn't have to stay in the tunnels. It can go back onto street surfaces and take you to wherever it is you want it to go. So you can get door-to-door service, including using these tunnels.
And they won't necessarily have to charge. Say it's running low on charge. It's already a wireless charging vehicle. Put the coils in the tunnel and put it on tunnel duty for the 15 minutes it needs to charge.
That is a cool idea. So then you could have them servicing in the tunnel, getting charged up, and then when they're done charging, they go back to outside of tunnel duty. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I never thought about the ability to use the cybercab, and then of course it could roam the streets and only use the tunnel when it's time sensitive or it makes sense. So, have you guys been to Nashville previously?
Either of you? Never.
I did a supercharger run, but that was about it.
I've been to Nashville a few times for conventions, and what is interesting is that Nashville is really built around the downtown core. So hotels, entertainment, music, Country Music Hall of Fame, Bridgestone Arena for the Predators, all of it is on the downtown street. So it's right in one location. This city really lends itself to being a single destination. The only thing that's different may be Opryland, which is on the other side of the river. So that's a bit of a drive. But everything else is really centrally located to the downtown core.
Vegas of the East. Everything's right there in one spot.
Right. Yeah. One strip, except the Fremont experience. So it's kind of this. They've got most of it in one spot and one thing way over here.
Yeah.
I wonder if we went through during the 48 state drive. I mean, I was in the 48 state. I was on the coast to coast. That was fun too. During a hypermarathon competition, I've been there through there as well.
Yeah. Well, with that said, what do you out there think? Do you think that the Boring Company is going to run into some trouble, or you think they're going to breeze through this? Let us know in the comments. I'd like to hear what your thoughts are about the Music City Loop and how it will progress. Will it be on time? Will it be delayed? Again, new territory, so we'll have to see how they handle it.
And what do you think about serial and point-to-point?
Mm-hmm.
With that said, Patrick, any shoutouts?
As always, I'm with the Oregon Electric Vehicle Association. You can find us at oeva.org, and I blog occasionally at carswithcords.net, where I write about my future free from fossil fuels. Thanks.
Very good. Casey?
Catch us on the other Tesla Life Express on Monday, and if you don't mind stopping through my place on Sunday for Let's Chat with Casey and Friends at about 1:20 in the afternoon, Eastern. And it's over at youtube.com/Casey Green and x.com/gcustom. So
very good. And if you haven't already, give us a thumbs up, press that subscribe, and we will see you next time and find out what's happening in the Tesla life.